Jai Hind children, we are now studying chapter 5 Coal and Petroleum. In previous class, we have discussed about an exhaustible natural resource coal, and we have studied about the uses of coal and various useful products which are obtained from coal. Today, we are going to study about another natural exhaustible resource and a fossil fuel, petroleum. So petroleum is also a fossil fuel like coal and it is an exhaustible natural resource. Let us study the importance of petroleum. Now let's study about petroleum in detail. Petroleum is a fossil fuel. You know that fossil fuels are obtained from the dead remains of organisms which are buried under the earth millions of years ago. Petroleum is a fossil fuel. It is an exhaustible natural resource. If we continuously use petroleum for a long period of time, its amount will get limited. So it is an exhaustible natural resource. Petroleum is a well-known fuel used in automobiles. Petroleum fuels are used in engines, cars, bicycles, tractors, etc. Two important fuels obtained from petroleum are petrol and diesel. Petrol and diesel are two well-known fuels that are obtained from petroleum. A very important question is how petroleum is formed. As I told you, petroleum is a fossil fuel which is obtained from the dead remains of organisms lived in sea. When these organisms die, they are buried deep under the sea. Over millions of years, it is covered with layers of clay and sand. In the absence of air and at high temperature and pressure, these fossils are converted to fuel called petroleum. So petroleum is a fossil fuel which is obtained from the fossils from sea. The fossils which are buried under the sea over millions of years ago, they forms petroleum along with another important fuel, that is natural gas. So natural gas is also a fuel that is obtained along with petroleum from the sea. In nature, petroleum is stored deep under the sea between various rocks. Petroleum is stored below impervious rock. Impervious means the rocks which do not allow water to pass through them. So petroleum oil is stored below the impervious rock. So there will not be any leakage of this oil. It is stored in between impervious rock and reservoir rock. Reservoir rock can store oil, water like fluids, whereas impervious rocks which do not allow the oil, water or anything to pass through it. That is, it is impermeable in nature. So if one needs to extract petroleum, we have to drill a well below the impervious rock. The impervious rock has to be drilled and a well has to be constructed by drilling below the impervious rock. Along with petroleum, natural gas is also stored between impervious rock and reservoir rock. Now let's study about the refining of petroleum. Petroleum is a dark oily liquid with an unpleasant smell. It is a mixture of various constituents such as petrol, diesel, paraffin wax, petroleum gas, etc. All these constituents are of great industrial use and hence the separation of these constituents from petroleum is very important. Various processes involved in the separation of these constituents from petroleum is called refining of petroleum. So refining of petroleum means separating various constituents from petroleum such as petrol, diesel, paraffin wax, etc. The process involved in this separation is called refining of petroleum. Refining of petroleum is carried out in refineries. Petroleum is known as black gold. Because of its great industrial applications and commercial importance, petroleum is also known as black gold. Various chemicals obtained from petroleum are called petrochemicals. Petrochemicals are used in the manufacturing of detergents, synthetic fibers, fertilizers, etc. Because of these uses and applications, petroleum is called as black gold. Various constituents of petroleum and its uses are given here. LPG, that is liquefied petroleum gas, is used as a fuel for home and industry. Petrol, another constituent of petroleum, is used as a fuel and also as a solvent in dry cleaning. Kerosene is used as a fuel for stoves, lamps and for jet aircraft. Diesel, another fuel used for heavy motor vehicles and electric generators. Lubricating oils are used for lubrication. Paraffin wax is an important constant of petroleum that is used in ointments, candles, Vaseline, etc. Bitumen, another constituent of petroleum, is used for paints, road surfacing, etc. Natural gas. Along with petroleum, another important product we are obtaining is natural gas. Natural gas is a fuel which is very easy to transport through pipes. Natural gas stored under high pressure is called compressed natural gas. Compressed natural gas is used as a domestic fuel. Natural gas is a cleaner fuel. It causes less pollution and hence it is called as a cleaner fuel. It is used in power generation and as fuel in vehicles. It is used as starting materials in various chemicals and fertilizers. In India, natural gas is mainly obtained in Tripura, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, etc. So natural gas is a very important fuel which is obtained along with petroleum. It is very easy to transport through pipes. Natural gas stored under high pressure is called compressed natural gas that is used as a fuel. For cooking purposes, it is used as a domestic fuel. Since it causes less pollution, it is called cleaner fuel. It is also used in power generation and in vehicles and used as a starting materials in various chemicals and fertilizers. Let's see some steps to save petrol. Drive at constant and moderate speed. Switch off engine in traffic lights. Ensure correct tire pressure. Ensure correct maintenance of vehicles. These are some simple steps which we can follow to conserve petrol. With this, we came to the end of this chapter. Read the textbook carefully, answer all the questions. Thank you.